Hey guys, good morning, Facebook. Namaste, man. God bless. How are all of you? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, two shows, man. Two shows yesterday. It's my goodness gracious. On Monday, rather. Start getting ahead of myself here. So it's Wednesday. So Tuesday, I gave myself a little break. Two shows in one day. It's kind of hard, but I got some good news today, man. I got good news. All the glue is out. Finally, the gut is finally healed, man. All the little holes are all finally healed, so I can have some kind of life again, little by little each day. So thank you guys for checking up on me. Much love to all of you. So Monday night show via thanks Kurt Hoffman. We had 1,000 views, man, the first hour. It was awesome. And he brought up a great point that we wanted to get upon with his websites on the West Coast there. He said, Jared, let's focus on mindfulness. And I'm like, okay, me, Mr. Mind thing. And I wrote these words a long time ago, man. I got stuff everywhere today. I wrote these words a long time ago, but didn't realize how powerful they were, because it's not, I'll just read it to you. The hell with this stuff. Here we go. I don't want to be a product of the environment. I want the environment to be a product of me. And what I forgot to write in there, and it's so prevalent to what we were talking about, was it should be plural, environments. Because with all the feelings that we have, now see if this makes sense, guys. With all the feelings and emotions that we carry, those are basically individual environments that we are a product of. And however way we articulate that every day, and how we approach it is going to manifest, if that makes sense. So out of the quote box today, and this is really powerful because it'll give you some power back, man. Then I'll go into a metaphor and how all this stuff is installed. But out of the quote box today, your way will attract the best way. Indeed, because it's your choice in how you want to do things. And you might think it's kind of rebellish, but no, that's Steve Jobs. Well, you can't have Steve Jobs, man. But that's the biggest inventions of all time. They followed their heart. They followed their way in whatever they wanted to do in life. And look at the abundance that was created for all of us. We have that certain power, man. We all have this special power in our life. But whatever environment we create from is what we attract to. Does that make sense? So out of the quote box I just read, there wasn't a word in there. It's called that I want to mention that I mentioned on Monday night show, and I put it on my wall. Please feel free to check it out. It goes deep, man. I'm just trying to articulate it this way here for you guys here on Facebook, but in a little different way, and a couple tidbits of information here. So mindfulness is the practice of maintaining a non-judgmental state of heightened awareness of one's thoughts. Non-judgmental, this is what I mean about creating environments, man. This is what I'm talking about here as I jiggle my papers like a news anchor here. Non-judgmental is of yourself. How you feel about what you're going to or want to attain in your life will determine the outcome of it. That's the environments of love, the environments of abundance, the environments of confidence, which is one of the words I'm going to mention as well. Because a great book was written over 100 years ago, which I read a couple hundred times, man, audibly. I didn't get it. But to me, I just thought of the monetary fact. It was The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. I mean, over 100 years ago, this guy was telling us that to attract the best way, you have to be the best way. In other words, I didn't get it. I just took it as a money factor, man. This is back then when I was running a restaurant and trying to take care of my kids and had nothing. And I didn't have a pot to piss in, but I was able to sell the piss in a pot. But he made some great notes on there. And I did a quick synopsis just to get the mind back going here, because it'll help you guys realize that we have all these environments, but we can't judge our own environments. We have to have this confidence, which is faith, belief that one will act in an effective way. So think about that for yourself. And he wrote in The Science of Getting Rich, the proven mental program. And this is important because it's that program, and I'll get to the metaphor here. The program is what's going to dictate our outcome, how we are programmed about what we want in life. And it goes, when you combine your faith, your purpose, and your action, you begin to see it becoming your reality. It's those three components, the rudiments, that will help you create not only obviously the monetary factor, but a wholeness factor. You go from unwhole to wholly. A wholeness of life, and I didn't get that. I was just doing it on the money thing, man. I had to take care of things in life. But when writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. And that gets, this is how we were programmed. And I'll say it again: when writing the story of your life, however you write it, think it, write it, project it, don't let anyone else hold the pen. The problem is everyone has held the pen in our lives, man. So from the minute we came out of the womb, and I mentioned this on our mindfulness show on the West Coast on Monday night, think of, we all been to the circus, man. We've all been to the circus and we see these massive elephants, man, massive elephants. And they're basically held down with this little chain on their leg and a stake in the ground. How can that be? You got a 10-ton animal. I mean, literally a monster who can just walk around and do whatever the hell he wants, man. But how was he trained that way? And this is the beauty of how we were conditioned to understand where you're going in life. The minute that thing came out of the mother's womb, it was attached to a cement block and a big old chain put around, a little clamp around its leg. And that thing fought and fought and fought and probably till it grew halfway through his life to try to get off that, until he realized this is how life is going to be. And what happened from there? They put a little stake in the ground, and the minute that little chain was attached to his leg, the elephant knew. He was programmed to act a certain way. And what Wallace was stating in his book, he's saying you have to have complete confidence in yourself and then do it your way, and you'll attract what you want in that way. It's not being a rebel, man. It's you controlling your environment and not letting the environment control you. So as you're trying to go out and be this kind of person, be mindful of what you're putting in every day. If you're putting in and installing all this fear and all this hate and all this past, all you can create from that is the environments of it. It's a deep sense of thinking about yourself that will help you realize where you're going and what you're constructing in this journey, on this journey that we're all doing right now. And when you get past the elephant mentality of how you've been conditioned, that program, as Wallace mentioned, the proven mental program, which, in other words, he had a way saying, look, guys, here's a different perspective. And that was over 100 years ago, man. This is before quantum even became the verbiage of scientists now. And these people, this is what amazes me about life, is when you realize we all know the secret, but we've been trained different ways, man. It's like saying, meatball, you were trained this way. Too bad you got to act this way, and this is what life is going to give you. It's not. We all have an amazing program to reset the program, to reboot our thinking. When you reboot your thinking, like I'm going to reboot my computer. No, man, you change direction. Why? Because you change your energy. And you start doing it your way, how you feel about it. We're already doing it now, but the environments, the plural version of what we're living in, is only, how should we say, attracting those same things in life. So think about it, man. Think of, if you're not reaching where you want to reach every day, what environment are you living in to attract that? This is what he was saying about, and have complete confidence knowing that you can change and reboot the program. It's a process that took me the longest time to figure out. I'm just a slow learner. I'm the meatball today, man. I'm just a really slow learner. But when I get it, I get it. And this is what you guys can understand for yourself and to think about, man. You can live in the Christmas atmosphere and in ambiance all day long, every day of the year. But we've been conditioned to live it once a year, man, or Thanksgiving, one day a year. So the 364 days coming up to that is chaos and fear. Does that make sense? Well, we've been told how not to be all our life. And when you make the conscious choice, you're not being a rebel. You're just changing what you're writing in your mindset. And you're changing your program. Therefore, you're naturally going to attract what you want, because you're going to have the confidence, as I whack my elbow, you're going to have the confidence to bring it to you guys. The faith, belief that one will act in an effective way. When you believe you can, you will. When you act upon, you attain. We're already doing it, man. We've already I did it for the longest time the backwards way, and I guarantee a lot of you guys have done the same thing in life, and we're really hard on ourselves. But if you allow in a new perspective, a scientific perspective that they've been giving us now, we just haven't been listening, man, because everybody out there who knows how the mind works is gonna push you back. Oh, you can't do it that way. You have to go to college and act a certain way to create a certain amount of money. That's bullshit. They're all meatballs out there, man, for that. It's your way. your confidence, your belief, your dreams, your desires that will only bring what you want. But you got to understand that mindfulness, you controlling the environments in a non-judgmental way against yourself. How you feel about yourself is what you will always bring to yourself. And this one, I was the hardest man on that. I didn't have any confidence in anything I did. I did everything, but didn't have confidence in that I could do it. I still attained it, but at the same time sabotaged it and destroyed it. And it took me going through the fire again and again and again. You're getting burned, man. I got all the hair burned off me, man. So I finally realized what I was doing. And that reboot of mindset, they call it epiphany. And I say epiphanies a lot here on America's Mentor. But it's you just rethinking what you're thinking. And from that rethinking and that believing in yourself that you can attract, overcome, attain, and be anything you want in life on a constant basis, you get like the elephant and you get reconditioned in a better way. When you start living from the inside out, that's when the world says, whoa, that's awesome, man. Let's mold the outside world to be attracted around what you're bringing in life. That's the quantum level. So guys, think about it on your Wednesday, man. I'm just excited now. I got all that glue off me, man. The gut's finally all healed up. Sore as hell, but I'm getting back. I can't wait to go back to work, man. But guys, America's Mentor _radio, at America's Mentor on Twitter, at America's Mentor on YouTube. Guys, thank you for the Jackson views. Monday night was awesome. Guys, I posted on my wall. I go in depth with my buddy Kurt on this. He's awesome, man. I've known this guy for a couple of decades. We go way back. He's always inspired me. I inspired him. It's a great, simple weekly program that I'll post on my wall. Check it out when you can, guys. It'll help you think. Because when you understand how you think, you'll understand what you're attracting. And I'm still learning it to this day, man. I love wisdom. I love history because they're telling us, man. They're telling us in detail. We just didn't get it. Because we think the life around us is what we have. No, life around us is what we create. So guys, have an amazing friggin' Wednesday, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon, man.